In addition to love and hope, a life of faith is a life of mission, living out the greatest commandments as we go about the Great Commission. Upon his resurrection, Jesus appeared to his disciples and told them, "Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you." Jesus wasn't just about sharing the good news, but the making of disciples. See, being a disciple of Jesus is to be all in, completely transformed, our hearts and minds recalibrated by the gospel message that we might love as Jesus himself modeled for us. It was never about just being better people, but being living witnesses in the world, declaring the coming of his kingdom and sharing the good news of Jesus to all. If you're like me, they can kind of make you feel a bit uncomfortable. In our Western culture, we've been sort of conditioned to keep our beliefs to ourselves and not shove things down people's throats. This is where we have to be so careful, recognising where we've been tricked into accepting a twisted, dishonest narrative about our calling, drawing us out of the simple truth that Jesus, our Maker, loves us and calls each and every one of us back to him, because that's what we were made for. Sooner or later, we must choose which narrative to believe. And while we typically think of missions as the massive endeavour, most of the time it's just the little things, like inviting friends over for dinner, volunteering at your local school, or babysitting your neighbour's kids. Our Great Commission is more of a process than an event, something that occurs in the everyday rhythms of life rather than big, grandstanding gestures. At the end of the day, a life of faith is about giving the best we have to everyone we encounter boldly and fearlessly. We must never be afraid of our mission to share Christ and his gospel